legend himself, Dr. J is making headlines, and he's got everybody heated.
But this is ridiculous. Dr. J, this is ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. That is blasphemous, and Dr. J is absolutely positively wrong.
Dr. J was on Yahoo Sports podcast, posted up with Chris Haynes, and he was listing out his top 15 stars, putting them in first, second, and third team orders. Noticeably, LeBron was left out of the first two teams. There's an argument to be made about whether or not he's being petty, but later he does mention something of substance.
The guy who has led the charge in terms of super teams being put together. Yeah. You know, when he put together a team in Miami, basically put together a team together in Cleveland as well, and put together a team in Los Angeles or whatever.
I thought LeBron would argue, because I know he would probably come back to me, but he will argue that these super teams always existed.
Which begs the question, did LeBron lead the charge of super teams? Or like Chris Haynes mentioned, have super teams always existed? Dr. J quickly explains the difference.
Players weren't picking their own teams. Like when Kareem got, traded for 4 players from Milwaukee to Los Angeles, that was management's deal. That wasn't his deal. And when he and Magic and Worthy got together, they got together because they traded for Kareem. They drafted Magic the next year. They already had Worthy.
Like I said, everybody is heated.
The Lakers in the finals. I mean, that's a super team. An MVP or multiple MVPs, multiple All-Stars.
But super teams have always been in existence.
So do we really want to mention the same 83 Sixers when Moses Malone joined? Because if so, I think it's best to look at context as we take a trip back in time. Now, Dr. J had started his career in the ABA in 1971 before the merger. And then 5 years later, in order for the Nets to join the NBA, they had to deal their star. So off he went to Philadelphia, where he makes his first conference finals appearance 4 years later in 1980. 9 years into his career, very important number, where in his way was the Boston Celtics, and facing each other 3 years in a row in the Eastern Conference Finals. Now he finally gets over the hump and makes it to his first NBA Finals, where he ultimately loses to the LA Lakers. So here he is, 12 years into his career with the end reaching near. The 76ers make a move to get Moses Malone, who also couldn't get over the hump and was now reaching his 10th year of his career.
Let's look at that Sixers team he won a championship with when he was a little past his prime, but still an all-star. Maurice Cheeks, see the all-star selections? 4-time all-star selection.
Maurice Cheeks? No offense, but there's a reason why his name is Mo Cheeks.
What is that?
This team, regardless made by GM or player, was just a well-constructed team. Not a super team. The equivalent to this would be LeBron never going to Miami, still in Cleveland, all the way up to 2015. And the Cavs making a move to finally get CP3, who is now entering his 10th year in the league. And they have the well-established 6th Man of the Year candidate, Lou Williams. And hey, they end their careers with 1 ring, which seems about right with the talent that they have, because that's what Dr. J ended with. So what makes it different from what LeBron has done? Well, how about LeBron at age 25 joining Bosh, who's also 25, and Wade at 27, that was so absurdly unheard of that it even inspired the thought of this.
Yes, we did! Yes, we did!
Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7.
Now, mind you, this was to overcome a Boston Celtics team with a 33, 34, and a 35-year-old leading the charge. Now, Dr. J may have been petty to leave out LeBron off his first and second team. But to say that he's tripping for saying that LeBron led the charge on super teams, well, it's hard to argue with facts. Thank you for watching my video. What do y'all think? Without joining Miami, does LeBron have the success that he has now? How different would the NBA landscape be today had 2010 not happened? Please comment and make sure to like and subscribe for more videos.